Hi students. Today we can learn how to do several statistical analysis using this platform Microsoft Excel. You can see my screen in my behind. Okay, in which some basic aspects regarding Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is very similar to any other spreadsheets like OpenOffice Calc or Google Sheets or even WPS Office sheets. Several sheets have the same structure, but I would like to explain this because it is easy for me. But my request, don't go for any pirated software. Use original software. If you have no licensed software of MS Office, go for OpenOffice Calc or Google Spreadsheets. Okay, now we can explain different aspects of a Microsoft Excel sheet, and here you can see different cells. Each box is called a cell, and each cell has some reference. This is A1 cell, A from column and 1 from row. This is H1, and here now I am in C5. Okay, that is the only basic idea we need. I want to type some numbers here. 1, 2, 3, and want to fill all these details to up to 20. In order to do that, I can do one thing. There are different shapes for this mouse cursor there. Here this is typing cursor, and here is normal mouse cursor in the shape of an yellow arrow mark, and here it is appeared as a white plus mark. But when I click on a particular cell and move to the border of the cell, its shape again change into 4-headed arrow mark. Now I can click and drag the content from here to some other cell. The one is shifted to B1. Okay, and again I can click and back. Okay, there is one more plus icon here. After selecting this, if I move to this corner square, a green square is there. I think you can watch it clearly. There is an option. I would like to demonstrate that. Yeah, here. If there is a small green square here. See, there is a small green square. If I move my cursor to that green square, its shape is again changed into a black plus mark. When I touch that plus mark and click and drag, what will happen is that whatever I type in the first 3 column is converted into a calculation in a progressive manner. There are different types of progression, you know. Here it is follow arithmetic progression, and up to 20 I can fill. See, and this option is also available in our mobile phone. In mobile phone, some spreadsheets are there. Some of the spreadsheets attached with WPS Office also follow this same pattern. If you don't like to use WPS Office, go for MS Office or Microsoft 360. It may be available freely. And then another feature of Excel is that if you type any word or letter here, for example, I type here NSSTC. Here in the B1 column, I want to type N. Okay, my Excel is restarting. Okay, here in this column, if I like to type NSSTC and want to fill the same word up to 20, you can click here and drag. Otherwise, you can double click here. If you double click, it will fill automatically up to this. And these are some of the features of Microsoft Excel. Now I can demonstrate. I would like to add some data here. Okay, here I would like to add achievement test score of some students. I here add one more row, insert a row above the line. Here I add roll number of students, and roll number of students. Just think it is roll number of students. And here I want to type their achievement score. ഇനി നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ ഇൻ്റലിജൻസ് സ്കോർ നൽകാം. ഇൻ്റലിജൻസ് എന്ന് ഞാനിവിടെ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇനി കുറച്ച് സ്കോറുകൾ, അച്ചീവ്മെൻറ്റ് സ്കോറുകൾ നമുക്കവിടെ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യാം. ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു ഔട്ട് ഓഫ് 25 ഉള്ള സ്കോറുകളാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുക. 23, 22, 25, 21, 20, 12, 18, 9. Just type and click enter. Enter button will move you to the down cell. Okay, that is the easiest method to enter data. If you have a numerical keypad, use that. Not to use 32 here, because our maximum score is 25. 0, 10, 5, 8, 14, 20, 22, 25, 24. Okay, yeah, it's more than enough. These are arbitrary some score of students with roll number 1 to 20, and their intelligence score 112, 102, okay, 111, 100, 90, 98, 99, 97, 96, okay, 100, 111, 112, 113, 114, yes, 96, 88, 90, 92, 100. Okay, these are the intelligence score, and we want to convert this achievement test scores into what is called percentage. Okay, now we would like to convert this achievement test scores into percentage. Actually it is in out of 25. Percentage means it is out of 100. So in order to convert into percentage, what we can do, just type a percentage here. Just type percentage and click here, and this is the first formula we start to create on this Excel sheet. Equal to, this is the score to be converted, 23. How to convert into percentage? That is into 100 divided by total score. Total score is 25. This is the method to convert. That is 23 out of 25 means 92 out of 100. And we can double click here to fill the area. See, all the area. And this can also be possible in mobile phone too. Then we would like to convert into some grades, something like that. For that purpose also we can use this platform. Actually now we go to calculation of mean, standard deviation, etc. For that purpose we leave a column here, and we just type mean. Mean means average. We can calculate average using a function of Excel. Just click on the function and click on average and click OK, and then we can select area. It is automatically take B2 to B22. Yeah, somewhat it is okay. I think B2 to B22 is not correct, because 22 is a blank column, so we have to correct it. It is the easiest way to select data. Yeah, just scroll up to this. then it give B2 to B21, and the value is 14.25, and this is the mean score of what is called achievement. And we can get the mean score of intelligence by just click and drag here. In that way we can get, just click here and drag here, and 101.65 is the average intelligence of that class. And what is the average of percentage of achievement? And this is 59 percentage is the average achievement of that class. And in that way we can calculate all those things. Then if you like to create a median, such an option is here. Just click again function. Here, if you cannot find it, there are several options to search. All statistical tools are listed here. Just scroll down up to that particular word median. This is one method. Or you can just type search here, median, and click OK. It will lead to the particular statistical tool median. Just click OK. Now this only consider B23 for the data. So it is not the case. Our data resides to select that, this click on this particular button and go to select the data. Yeah, this is the data range we need, B2 to B21. Click OK. Click again OK. And median and mean are very nearby situated. Mean is 14.75 and median is 14.5. In that way we can calculate mode also, MOD mode also. For that again we can click on the function button and search for MOD. MOD, there are two types of mode. Mode means without any sign direction, we can call the mode MOD. Here mode are of two types. Multi-mode is there. Multi-mode means more than one mode may appear, or mode singular, or just select one mode. Okay. Again, the data from B23 to B24. This is the data computer automatically select. That is wrong. We have to select our original data from here to up to this. Now set this is mode of the particular data, that is 23 is most repeated data. You may obtain an error while conducting this, that it is because of the reason that none of the value is repeated in your scope. Then mode cannot be generated. Then mean median mode is there. Now we can go for standard deviation. Standard deviation is the measure of dispersion. Here again click on the button standard deviation and click on this effects, then go for STD. Yeah, just you can click that word and search STD. STDEV, I think. Yeah, this is STDEV is the standard deviation process. Otherwise you click here and click on the statistical button and go down to S, the area of S, where you can see STDEV, STDVP, STDVS, STDVA. Different types of standard deviations are there. Okay, or just blank STDEV is there. Click on that standard deviation. This function available for compatibility with Excel 2007 and earlier. Estimate standard deviation based on a sample. Ignores logical values, and such a option is there, but the new method is standard deviation A. Estimate standard deviation based on a sample including logical values and text. Text and logical values false have value 0. In that way STDEVA works. Okay, you can use either STDEV or STDEV. Okay, anything will provide the more or less same value. Then click on this icon and go for selecting data and click the select data. Just click enter. The value of standard deviation here is 6.789. Okay. Now if you want to range or any other quartile deviation etc., you can use the same procedure. Now our median value of intelligence is here, our mode value of intelligence is here, and our standard deviation of intelligence is here, and in that way you can calculate the other things in a single click and drag. Okay, now if you wish to convert this percentage into grades, there is an automatic way in using this Excel. For that purpose we have to create a table like this. This is a table, okay, in which we have to type 20, 30, 40, 50, that is a percentage, and we have to give the grade, corresponding grades on the right side. For example, for 90, A plus. This is actually not that mean. Any score above 90 will obtain a grade of A plus. Any grade above 80 up to 90 will provide with A plus, sorry, A. Any value more than 70 up to 80 will provide with B plus, and this is the meaning of this table. Create a table like this. This is the first thing we have to do. Okay, and this is a table. Now click here and type grade, and in the lower area of that grade just type equal to and type vertical lookup. VLOOKUP is a formula code of Microsoft Excel or any other spreadsheet. VLOOKUP, and click a bracket and select which value to be converted into grade. This percentage should be, that is the first student's 92% score should be converted into grade. So click here and put a comma, then select the grade table, and this is the grade table. Here you can see this is the grade table, and select that table. Okay, that for that purpose I just drag, okay, from 20 to this up to this. Yeah, here you just see G3 to H10. Okay, G3 to H10 is the table. Okay, then again put a comma, then just type 2 and close the bracket and press enter. The first student score is converted into A plus now. In that way you can convert all the students' score, but before proceeding to that step you have to make a minor modification in the formula. Just look, the formula is equal to VLOOKUP bracket D2 comma G3 full colon H10 comma 2 bracket close. In this formula we made a small modification like that. In front of G we add a dollar sign, in front of 3 we add a dollar sign, and in front of H we add a dollar sign, and in front of this 10 we add a dollar sign, and click on enter button again. No change here, it is again A10, a positive, it is called as A plus grade, and just again click and drag up to this area. All the students' score is converted into this grade. But I think there is an error that regarding the 0, because the 0 is not here, and that is a defect in this particular case. So we have to make some change here in order to accommodate 0. Here I want to give 0, and I think the grading pattern is also some mistake. C plus C is there, similarly D plus D is here, D plus, and here D, here D, then here E to be added. Yeah, now only this grade table is correct. Okay, now again select this grade and select the area again. After modification I select the area again, this is the area. Okay, then put again enter and modify the formula. Add dollar sign in front of G, add a dollar sign in front of 3, add a dollar sign in front of H, add a dollar sign in front of 11. Again click on plus button and again fill up to last point. Yeah, now it is correct. 0 means E grade. In that way we can convert any percentage into corresponding grades. Now we want to count how many A plus are there. For that purpose we need a sorting of this data. We want to sort this data based on percentage. If the data is sorted into what is called based on percentage, it is easy to identify the grades of each student, not to count the number of students in a particular grade. So here I click on this particular button. Okay, not this button, I go for custom sort button, custom sort button. Data here somewhere else, there's a sort button is there. Select on this sort button and select percentage, and we value based on value we select largest to smallest. Now see the A plus grades are appeared in the first area. Now I create a table to count the number of grades in each category. Here I give the heading grade and here I give the heading number. Now count how many A plus are there. How many A plus are there? Just count 1, 2, 3. Yeah, now it is 3. If it is a large list of 300 students, just click start a counter here and you can move. Otherwise you can use counting filters here. Okay, you can use any method. Now next is A. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 is a number. For A the number is up to this point, and then B plus. Regarding B plus there is only one value, and next is B. Regarding B there are many two numbers are there. Then C plus. Regarding C plus there are 2 members. Then C. Regarding C there are 1, 2, 3 members are there. Then next is D plus, and in D plus there are 3 numbers again. And next is D. Here in D only one student. That means in every area there is one student. And lastly E. Again one student remains. And this is the frequency of these 20 students. Now I select this table and click on the insert button to create a graph by clicking on this bar insert, and again go to chart, in which select one particular type of chart showing the particular thing, A plus number, A number. In that way we can create easily a graph in which we can add quickly, change different types of layout from here and select a suitable one for you. I would like to select this or this or this. Okay, not this. I would like to select this because there is an axis title. Here in axis title I make change into grade. Here I made change into grade, and here frequency. And we can remove this number. We can remove the heading from here also, and instead we can add the heading somewhere else. And in this way we can create graphs using Microsoft Excel. There are different types of graphs are there. This is one of the graph, and if I convert the number into percentages, if I convert this number into percentages, I can use another method of graphing, and its name is pie diagram. Percentage. Here how to calculate percentages, same is the method. Out of 20 out of 20 members, 3 members possess A plus. That means 15% of students possess A plus. 20% possess A. In that way we can create easily a percentage graph, and again we can go for another diagram, pie diagram, and its name is pie diagram. Pie diagram is usually work on percentages, but we need not to select it as. Okay, then click here and select the graph. Here you can see the graph with all the grades, and from the graph itself we can easily identify which category of students are more. See, in this graph here there is a color code, and based on the color code we can identify it. In that way we can create different types of graphs using Excel. Thank you.